Hi, my name is sethkbani, and in this video I'm going to show you how to design this particular flyer in the background. And so without much delay, let's just step into Photoshop. Let's start with today's design. Now this is the Photoshop interface. Control N will create a new document for us. We are going to input the sizes that we want. I'm going to call it church prayer flyer. All right, and then I'm going to set a dimension here. Let's set here to pixels. Over here we are going to use 2000, and then we are going to use 2000 here as well, and then we are going to set here to 722 because it's just for social media handles. We don't want it to be too big and stuff like that. And then RGB here, 8 bit here. We're going to leave it like this, and then we are going to click on create. Now that we have it like this, the next thing I want us to do is to go to the view here, go to new guard layout, and then set here to perhaps 8, set here to 8, and then maybe here let's see, over here let's set here to 80. Let's see, maybe let's set it to 80 for the meantime. We can change it guys, we can easily change it anytime we want. So 80 across. All right, and let's click on okay. Now we have our canvas neatly set up. Now we can really start designing. Now you all know I like to start with the background, right? So let's start with the background today. I'm go here, and then let me close this one. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so these are the stuff you're going to find them in the description for you. All right, you're going to find everything in the description. I'll start first with this one. I'll drag it into Photoshop, and then I'll release it here. Now there are many ways I create my backgrounds, and one of the ways I like to create it is just to hide the entire details of the flyer or the background. Okay, I like to just move this one in here like that, and then move this one in here like that. All right, it looks quite distorted, but don't worry. And then like this, click on enter, hide my lines. Okay, like you can see how all these things are. I don't really need the details. Okay, I just want the blurry side of the background to come out, and then just makes the background feel like it is quite interesting. Okay, so let's go here to filter, and then let's go to blur, and then let's go to Gaussian blur. All right, now you can see it looks like this. You can't really see anything, right? Let's set the blur over here to 121.5. all right, and then let's click on OK. Now it looks something like this. Nobody can see the details, right? But then you still feel like there's something in the background. That's normally how I like to create my background. Sometimes instead of using a gradient or anything, I tend to like this one better. Now we also want to give it let's see, let's give it a solid color. Okay, let's see, a solid color, and then over here let's put in this code 290902, and then click on OK. All right, now I like to go here, and I'll see which one I'm going to pick. Okay, I'll click on soft light. All right, now it looks quite interesting a little bit, but then still I like to go in the and then create a curve, and then this curve I would like to just drag this side over here just to boost the colors a little bit. Now guys, you can see the colors are already popping up, and it looks quite interesting, right? So we're going to leave it like this, or perhaps let's even give it one more solid again, and then choose black, pure black, and then let's just try and create a vignette. So I'll click here, I'll pick my brush, that's B over here. I'll go here, choose soft round brush, make sure my hardness is 0, opacity and flow is 100. Make sure I set here to color black, click over here, and then this side I'll increase the size of my brush a little bit, and just click on it to mask it up. Okay, click on it to mask it up. Okay, now you can see over here my brush is still down. Alright, so you can see now, so you can see it's subtle in there, but it's still in there. Okay, what it does is that the edges are all marked a little bit, and so it gives the focus to whatever is in the middle of it. We are done with our background. Let's click over here, put everything in a group, and then let's call it BG. We are done with our background. Now let's bring in our theme. Okay, now this is a theme that I created some time ago in one of my videos on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to leave the link in the description for you as well, for you to be able to watch how I created such a thing like this, and then you can continue with it. Now I'm going to resize it in such a way that this is going to hit here, and then this in particular, let me drag it like that. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so you can see I'll drag it until this one hits this side. Okay, and then drag this one hits here, and then that is it. I'm okay. I'm going to pretend this is all in the middle, okay, even though it is actually not. We're just going to pretend it's in the middle. Okay, so we are done with this. Let's put it in a group. Great, let's call it theme. So we are done with our theme. Let's bring in our image as well. I'm going to drag this one, drag it into Photoshop, and then release it. Okay, let's see. Let me drag it down a little bit. Let me see. Okay, let me perhaps resize it. Alright, so that means I need to drag the theme up a little bit more, and that fixes the whole thing. So I think this is quite better. I think this is quite better, right? And then let's drag this here a little bit. No, sorry. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, let's go up. I feel like our image here, let's put it in a group, and then let's call it image. Okay, and then let's close it, and then let's put it here a little bit. Alright, so I feel like this is quite better. We can still tweak it. Okay, now remember, every design we design here is quite non-destructive, means we can go back and fix it all over again. Alright, so now this is it, but I feel like the background is not really sorry, the image is not really standing out. You can see everything, the image is not really standing out. So let's work on the image. The first thing I'm going to do here is to give it a curve, and then I'll click in the middle here, and then I'll drag this one down. Make sure I clip it to it over here. Okay, that way if it only works on the layer that we are working on, you can see it's clipped to it. Okay, now I think this is quite better, or perhaps a little better. Alright, now let's close it. Now I want you to click here on the image. Alright, and then the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go here to filter, and then go to topaz lapse, and then choose topaz adjust 5. Okay, now if you haven't or you do not have the topaz adjust, guys, do not worry. Alright, I'm going to leave it in the link below for you to download it, and then you're able to use it as well. Okay, now it's going to go through the normal download process. There's nothing technical. Okay, now this is it. This is actually it. Click it. Now you can see over here, among all these, I want you to go to HDR collection. When you go to HDR collections, I want you to now go to dynamic pop 2. Once you click on dynamic pop 2, I want you to set the first one, adaptive exposure, to 0.55 over here. You can click on it and put in your figures there. Now over here, the region, I want you to use 125, or I want you to use 25, sorry. The contrast, I want you to leave it like that, 0. And then the brightness, I want you to leave it at minus 0.18 or minus 0.18. And then here, the protect highlight 0.04, the protect shadows 0.05, and then just leave it like that. Okay, the rest you can just close it. Doesn't really make any difference. Or now, to be able to see how it looks like and how it looks like now, which button do we have to click over here? Let's see. Click here. So you can see it's comparing the two of them. This is how it was, and then this is how it looks like now. And then let's click back on this button. Alright, now you can see it over here. Let's perhaps minimize it a little bit and drag it in the middle. Okay, now what we are going to do is I want you to click on OK to be able to apply it over there. And then this is how it looks like now. It looks quite HDR, right? It's quite better now. Now let's close it. We are done with our image. Okay, now we are going to do more stuff to our image, but not now. Now we are done with our image, let's bring the name also over there. So you click on your text tool, and then you click over here, and then you go and pick the name. Alright, let's start first with here, the convener, and then paste it. And then let's open our character, and then if your character is not here, go to Windows and then go and look for C character over here, and then click on it. It will pop up for you. We are going to use one font throughout. Okay, one font throughout, and that is Montserrat. So Montserrat is going to be here. Here is also, let's set here to let's say regular. Okay, and then let me see the font size over here. Let's use 40. Great. And then over here the tracking, let's use 0. All right. and then over here let's use 110, that's 110%, and then here let's use 100%. Keep all caps, guys. Set it to color white. Okay, and then click on your move tool, and then let's click over here, and then make sure this is also clicked, guys. Let's close it now, then drag it somewhere here. All right, now we can always come back and change the placement of it. Duplicate it by clicking on Ctrl J, click over here, and then just use the arrow key and bring it down a little bit more. Okay, and then this time let's go and pick sethkbani, copy it, double click over here, you can see it's highlighted over here, Ctrl V to paste it, and then let's open our character panel again. Now we are using Montserrat again, right? Now but here we need to use a more bolder font, semi-bold. Now I talk extensively on contrast, the principles of contrast, and how to apply various principles of contrast in any graphic design project you are using. Okay, now this one of many graphic design principles that I apply, especially with the principle of contrast. There are many of them. All right, and if somebody who is interested in a graphic design course, guys, make the pages, check in the description, there's a course over there. Your mind is going to be blown, guys. The knowledge and the information I'm going to give you and the practice itself, it's going to change your life. All right, so semi-bold over here, and then let's use let's see, same 40 over here. Okay, same 40 over here. Let's use 0 for the tracking over here. Let's still keeping all of them caps over here, but we want to give it a yellowish color. And guys, we want to use one yellowish color throughout. Okay, so let's come and pick this yellowish color over here. All right, so you can see we just picked the yellowish color over here. Let me pick it up. Well, good. All right, so we want to use one yellowish color throughout. Okay, that's the principle of, we're going to choose that color, and then that is pretty much it. Now we are going to drag it up a little bit more, and then let's come here, let's pick our rectangular tool and create just a rectangle like that. And then let's go here, set the stroke to no stroke, come to the fill, let's come here and let's come and choose this red color over here. Very important, want to stay through to just some colors that we have. Red color over here. Now this is what it means. Okay, what it means is that any red color we see is going to be this, any yellowish color we see is going to be this. Okay, and that is how interesting graphic design is. Alright, so let's just come down a little bit, drag it down, move it down a little bit. Now let's Ctrl T it to transform it, and then let's drag it here a little bit. Okay, enter. Okay, but we want it to be equal spacing between the three of them. Like I said, we want to repeat the same spacing over there. You want everything to, guys, you want everything to just be perfect. All right, so want it to be that line over there, and you want the exact spacing as well. So what we are going to do is you're going to select the three of them. Okay, and then we are going to click on our move tool, and then over here we are going to click on this. Automatically does the placing for us. Let's put it in a group, and then let's call it what? Name. Good, we are done with the name. We also want to bring in our date as well. Let's click on our text tool or the T, type over here, and then let's go and pick join us. All right, and paste it there. Good, click on your move tool and then move it here. Let's zoom out so that we can see it clearly. Let's go to our character over here, and then let's set the dimensions and then all the details. Now the font we are using is still Montserrat. We are going to use regular for here. All right, and then let's increase the font size to 90. Great, and then over here it's not really necessary. Over here the tracking as well is not really necessary. Set it to 0. Make sure everything is caps over here, and then let's click here. We are going to pick the exact yellowish color over here as well, same yellow we are using, and then Ctrl H. Now guys, I want you to click here, paragraph, and click here as well. Okay, and click on your move tool. We are moving it until it touches this line. Okay, move it like that, let it touch that line. Now guys, this is what it means. It means that every element has to fall within this boundary. You shouldn't cross it. Once it crosses it, we have breaking the rules. We want to keep everything within this line. Now this kind of box design makes your work professional and interesting. Okay, and I want you to begin to incorporate this style in your designs. It's one of the modern way of designing. It's very, very modern, and I want you to incorporate it in your design as well. So you can see, that's why I created this line over here. Make sure it touches the line, it never crosses it. Okay, and duplicate it, and then hold shift and drag it down again. Okay, this time go and pick Monday, Tuesday, and then double click here to highlight it, and then Ctrl V to paste it. Now go here to character, guys. Make sure in this place, this particular spot, okay, make sure you type 0 over there. Great. And then click on your move tool and then move it down. Okay, now the font size, guys, is very important. The font size, we want to keep the font size 149. Enter. It's quite big, I know, right? And then over here, the leading, you want to keep the leading 127. Let's see, interesting. And then the color, let's set the color to color white. Okay, you also want to make it extra bold. Why are we making it extra bold? Is because this one, let's click over here and then let's move it down. Let me show you something. This one is quite light. To make everything light is going to make it quite boring. All right, people are not really going to appreciate the beauty of the design. So we need to apply some principles of contrast as usual, and that is what we just did. Just like that, I think it makes it quite interesting a little bit more. All right, now make sure, guys, it doesn't cross it. Now you can see the T crosses it. We don't want it to be like that, so let's drag it over here, and then let's double click it, and then let's click over here as well. That's the Monday. Okay, the space over there, and then let's see what we can do about it. Let's move this one. Okay, so you see, we just drag this one to the left, and automatically just went and hit that side, and I think this is great. Okay, I think this is great. Let's see. Also, we can decide to work on the space over here. Okay, we can decide to do that using the same kerning over here. Okay, but I'll let it slide today. All right, so now I think this is great so far. What else do we have to do is let's open our character and let's make sure everything here is the same. Make sure it's caps here, make sure it's 110 over here as well. And guys, that is it. Okay, that is it. Now let's duplicate it and then let's type end over there, a shortcut for end, and let's drag it over here, and then let's open our character over here. I'm still maintaining everything over here, but the size over here should be 90. Okay, and also we need to make sure it is not mode, but it's rather regular. Nice. And then it's also color white as well, and then let's move it somewhere here. Move it somewhere here. Great, it looks great. And then let's duplicate it and then let's drag it here. I like to move everything up. Okay, now guys, remember we can always move stuff up. Okay, all right, so I like to move this one here, bring my lines, Ctrl H and drag it here. Then I'll go here and then I'll pick the time, double click it and paste it. Great. Now let's start with the the text editing. All right, so now the text editing, we are going to keep here Montserrat. Let's keep here bold. Let's make sure it is 84. Great. And then over here is 110. Here is 100. Guys, it's color white as well. And then let's put this and this in a group. Let's see, let's call it date. Let's put this in a group. Let's call it time. I still feel like there's more we need to do about the the date. So I'm going to pick this and then I'm going to draw a line over here like that, very quite thin. I'll click here, set it no stroke. I'll click on the fill, come here and come and choose the same color over here. Okay, and then move it quite closer. Ctrl H, make sure it hits the line, never crosses the line. Great. Then I'll open it and make sure I drag it inside the date because it's the date. Pick all the elements in the date, all of them with the exception of the rectangle, and then drag it here. Okay, so the rectangle alone moves on the line, the rest. And then over here, the join us. I'm contemplating whether the join us should go and touch the line over here, but let's see how it looks like. I feel like there is too much. There is less space over there, so I would drag it more. Great. I think this is great. I think this is great. Okay, so this is quite better. And then also the Control H, and then this one, join us. It needs to move and be in the same alignment with the Monday and stuff. All right, so perhaps I would like to increase this one a little bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think this is better, but I still feel like I should move the text here a little bit. Let's see. And I think this is great. I think this is great. Okay, I would arrange everything nicely later on. Okay, but now let's put the information on it now, and then let's move on. Okay, so this is great so far. Let's click on our text tool and click over here, and then come and then pick this lengthy text. Control C, and then let's paste it there. Awesome. Okay, now let's click over here on the move tool and then move it somewhere here. Let's open our character, and then we are using Montserrat, guys. Let's go over here. We are using medium, guys. Let's go here. We are setting it to 29. Awesome. And then over here we are seems here it's not really necessary, or it is. Let's double click it. Let's see. Enter. Whoa, it's too much. Let's go here. Let's set it to 4:8. Enter. Right. Now let's double click it, and then let's click on over here between you. Okay. Click on the move tool. Control H for lines to come, and let's drag it between our lines as well. Okay. Great. Now here is it. There's so less of a space there. So what I intend to do is to push the theme up a little bit more, just a little bit more. And then I would like to push what else? The convener, that's the name, a little bit more to that side. Okay, that I'm creating more space. All right, and then maybe even the image, I like to push the image up a little bit more as well. Then now we can now start working on the join us should be in the same group with the date. Okay, so let's close it, and then the date should go up a little bit more. Great. Then he will not let's see the time should come here. The time should go up a little bit. The time should go up a little bit more. Great. Then he will not should also come a little bit more. Better. Let's duplicate the he will not, and then drag it down a little bit, and then let's come here and then let's pick a Knight of Power, and then double click it and then paste it there. Okay, come here and change. Let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Let's see. I feel like we should rather change this one rather to color white. I'll stick to it like this. Okay, and I think I am done with all these stuff. I'm going to put this in the group and I'll call it other text. Great. Let's see, what are we left with? I think we are left with our logo. I'll click on my text tool and type somewhere here. Go here, and then I'll pick Ignite Connections and then paste it there, and then click on our text tool and then move it here. Now let me go to my character here, and then over here we are going to use Montserrat here. We are going to set here to semi bold. We are going to set here to 44, and then we are going to set here to 0, set here to 110, set here to 100. Click here to make all caps, and then select here, set it to color black, and then let's Control H, sorry, and then let's move it to the middle here. Very important, we move it to the middle. Now let's click on our rectangular tool, and then let's draw a rectangle around it. Rectangle around. I think this size is quite better. Control T, and then let's make sure the rectangle is also, you know, it's quite in the middle as well. Now click on the rectangle here, because the rectangle here is selected. Click on the rectangle here, and then I want you to go to this side and make sure there's no stroke. Go to the fill, and then let's set the size of the rectangle to color white. Now drag the rectangle under ignite. Great. Now ignite over here. Let's click over here, then let's see whether we can boost ignite a little bit. I feel like we should give ignite extra bold. Okay, let's make it bold. Awesome. I think bold is quite better. Then now let's pick YouTube, drag YouTube in there, and then let's resize it. And then move it up there. Okay, and then let's bring our Facebook also as well, resize it, and then move it up there as well. Now let's zoom in, close this one, and then push this one here. The YouTube, let's control T, sorry, and then let's make sure the same size, guys. It has almost the same size with YouTube, almost the same size, if not the same size. At least it should appear to be the same size. Okay, I think this is better. Now let's select the two icons there, and then let's make sure the two icons are also in the middle like that. Okay, now guys, you can see there's a middle line over here. We want to be sure it is in the middle like that, and then we can now put it in a group, and then let's call it logo. And we are done with our logo, but we need to also put some text over here. So let's go there, and then let's pick present. All right, and paste it there. Nice there. Now click on our move tool and then move it here, and then let's go to our character over here. Then we are still using Montserrat. Let's set it to medium, and then let's set it to 24, and then let's set here to 400, and then let's set here to, should we make it all caps? Let's make it all caps, guys. Let's make it all caps. 110 over here, and then 100 over here. Let's set here to color white so that people can really see it, and then that is it. Click on your move to Control T, make sure it is middle aligned, and then drag it up. All right, and then let's see. Now we are almost done, but we need to make sure everything is in the right place. And how do we do that? Okay, now first, the distance, I think this is what is left. The distance between this and this, we need to make sure they are equal. So this is the date, right? The date, where is the date? This is the date, this is the time. Let's select time. This is other ones, right? Let's click on, let's open it, select this and select this. All right, so these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's come here and click here. Now I see it spaces it evenly, and that is what I love, guys. Oof, so that's good. Let's close it, and then something little like that can just make a difference in your design. Now you can see now it looks quite better. I feel like we can now push the logo down a little bit, and then also push the theme down a little bit, guys, and also push the name down a little bit. All right, a little bit. And guys, this is how you create something like this. Now let's put this in the group, and then finally, guys, we cannot leave without giving it an adjustment, an overall adjustment. Now today the adjustment I want to use is nothing, not a gradient, not nothing. I want us to use a solid color, and I want us to click over here, and then I want us to choose 6B 4E49. all right, and click on OK. Then we're going to set here to soft light. Okay, now what it does is that it only affects majority of the image, makes the image blend with the background and the overall thing. Okay, and that is what I love about it. You can see it works extensively on the image. That is serious color grading right there. Just a simple tweak, right? Alright, now guys, if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel as well. Now, if you want to become a better graphic designer, there's a link in the description that you can follow, and then to just do the rest for you. Now, if you love this video, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and then share this video. See you all in the next video. Peace.